Hi. Hello. Just waiting for Facebook to kick in before starting today's live. I think we're there. So I'm here today just to talk to you about what to do when the days are like today, pretty grey and drizzly and cold. And we're in November, Christmas is still, well, quite a few weeks away, and you might not be feeling quite as happy and positive as you'd like to be. I know that personally, this is the time of year where I would quite happily pack my bag and move to Australia for 6 months and come back in March. Unfortunately, it's not quite practical, so I've had to find ways of making myself feel happy, more positive, more energized, even when the weather is not that great, and I don't naturally feel that happy because yeah, it's a bit dreary. So the first thing I would say is that the mind is incredibly powerful, and very often we actually don't use it as well as we should. And affirmations are a great way to start your day. So, as much as it's easy when it's nice and bright outside to wake up in the morning and to feel happy just because it is so bright and cheerful, in the winter when you wake up and it's dark, it's not that good, is it? It's not that easy to feel positive. So you can start your day by an affirmation. That's what I do. Even before getting out of bed, I affirm something positive. Anything, whatever takes my fancy when I wake up. I am positive, I feel happy, I'm going to have a great day. Anything that starts your day with your mind on a positive track is a great way to start. And then you can hold on to that affirmation throughout your day. And if you find that your mood dips a little bit, then you can get back to it. And again, spend a few moments just affirming that one positive thing, saying it out loud if you're at home and there's nobody watching, or saying it in your head if you're somewhere that's a little bit less practical to be all extrovert about it, but connecting again with that positive idea, because if you set your mind to think positively, you're more likely to have a good day than if you start your day feeling negative about it. So start your day with an affirmation, and when you feel that your mood is going down a little bit, try and reconnect to that affirmation. That would be my very first tip, to try and stay positive when everything around you might not be that way. The second thing, I would say movement. Personally, as a yoga teacher, I love yoga, so that's my thing every morning once I've got up. The first thing I do is some yoga moves. But if yoga isn't your thing, that's fine. There's other ways of moving. You can go for a walk, you can have a dance, you can just have a stretch, even if it's not yoga, just have a stretch. But movement is great at snapping you out of it if your mind gets down a bit of a negative spiral. So put some music on, have a boogie, go for a walk, do some yoga, and just snap yourself out of it. Because we are powerful beings, we can choose what we put our attention, our energy, our mind towards. And if you find yourself going down the negative track and you don't like it, do something to snap yourself out of it. And movement is a great way of raising your energy, raising your vibration, and moving you from a negative mindset to a more positive one. So if the affirmation wasn't quite enough, doing some movement is a great way to turn your mind to be more positive, more empowered as well. The third thing that I would say that is a very good thing to do to kind of get yourself back into a positive mindset is journaling. Now that takes a little bit more time. It doesn't have to take long, like 5 minutes a day is great. And I resisted journaling for years. People would tell me, when you're thinking of something, it all goes round and round in your head, and it does, doesn't it? You find that, I don't know if you've had that experience, but you can find that it goes on and on in your head, and you're not going anywhere. that if you put all of that on a piece of paper, you have to organize your thoughts. Just because you're writing them down, you need to slow down so you can write it. You need to organize it in some way so you can write it. And even if you don't find a solution, just getting all of that agitation and that all of those thoughts from your mind out of there and onto paper can really help. It can help get that negativity out, get the worries out, get the tiredness, anything. Just get it out of your mind into paper, and that will already help make you feel a lot more clear in your mind. And you might find that just by journaling you actually come up with a solution for whatever problem or whatever was holding you back. You might find another way of looking at it, or just a solution if it was something really specific. So journaling for a few minutes, 5 minutes a day, just take the time to empty your mind. It's particularly good if that negative mindset is kind of staying with you and you don't really know why. Just take a pen and paper and start writing anything. Why am I not feeling great today? And start writing without paying attention to grammar, to punctuation, to spellings. Just write and get it out of your mind and onto paper, and that's going to make you feel a lot calmer. And it's also a way of checking in with you, checking in with how you're feeling. So even in days when you're feeling relatively good, still reach for your journal, reach for your paper, and have empty your mind. Just write things down, connect with how you are feeling on that particular day. So we've got 3 things so far to help you shift your mind to a more positive mindset. Affirmations are a nice, easy way to do it. Very powerful, very easy, quick to do. Movement to snap you out of it, and then journaling, maybe to go a little bit deeper into why you're not feeling that great, and maybe figuring out what you can do about it to make you feel better. So those are the three first tips, I would say. And then number 4 is probably my favorite one, is self-care. I keep coming back to self-care. It's another thing that I resisted for years because I had so many things to do and I had so many people who needed my attention, and I would go for days without really doing anything for me, and then wondering why I would end up feeling tired, resentful, angry, anxious. No wonder. The same way that you wouldn't expect your car to keep going once the tank is empty, you shouldn't expect yourself to keep giving and keep working once your energy levels are done for. Every day you need to refill your energy level. You need to every day do something that is going to nurture you, to make you feel good. So it can be anything, depending on what you like. It can be just having a cup of hot chocolate. It can be having a biscuit. It can be watching something on Netflix, doing a relaxation, listening to some music, reading, taking a bath, lighting a candle, anything that makes you feel good. Doesn't have to take long, doesn't have to be expensive. But don't wait for the weekend. Or Wednesday, if you haven't done anything for you today, do something now. If you haven't done anything Monday, Tuesday, this is the time to start. Do something now. If right now isn't practical because it's in the middle of the day, set an alarm on your phone that at some point today you're going to take 10 minutes at least just for you. And make yourself a promise to do that. Try and do that every day. I know it's not easy. As I said, so many people have told me in the past, do something for yourself, look after yourself. And I didn't. I would do it for a bit, then I would forget. But it's so important, especially now, if you're not a autumn-winter kind of person. I know some people love it, but if you're not, and that you're not getting that sunlight that makes you feel good in the winter, you've got to make yourself feel good. And the best way to do that is to look after yourself the same way you would look after the people that you love. Most of us are givers and we're great at doing things for others, and then we don't do the same for us. So today, this is where it starts. Make yourself a promise that every day you will do something for you to make yourself feel good. It's so, 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 so important. And if you're in to do that, you know, really commit. You can comment on the video, yeah, I'm in, and every day do it, do something really, really for you. I might do that actually. I might start a little self-care challenge to get us all committing to doing something for us. And the last tip is quite related to self-care actually. It's the concept of Hygge. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but it's Hygge, and it's a Scandinavian concept, and it's all about creating an atmosphere of coziness and comfort around you in your home. So it's all about candles, cushions, fluffy warm blankets. I'm sure if you were to look at any, especially with Christmas, you know, not that far in the future, if you look at any website of, you know, home furniture, if you go to the IKEA website or anything like that, you're going to find brilliant example of what Hygge would be like. You know, it's that warming feeling where you're sitting down, you've got your cup of cocoa with some marshmallow on top, and really comfy, and it's horrible outside, but it's nice and warm inside. And Hygge is really, for me, it's making your home into a cocoon, so that, yeah, outside it may not be that great. There might be stuff that you're not enjoying, or maybe, you know, it's lockdown 2.0 here in the UK, so in England anyway. So maybe you're feeling that you're at home and you're too much at home. It's not feeling great. And make that home into a cocoon, you know, look around. If you got candles, if you got nice fluffy cushions, if you got blankets, you know, get them all together. And really make your home very inviting, very warming, very comfortable. And that is so great as well, that when you get into a room, you've got a lovely scented candle, maybe you've got pretty cushion with warm colors, and it will make you feel more positive. It will make you feel better to have all of that comfort and that care all around you. So there we are. So if you're feeling a bit down, if this is not your season and your mind is feeling a little bit negative, 5 tips for you. Start your day with an affirmation, something to set your mind on the right track, on a positive track when you start the day. Do some movement every day if you can, especially if you find that your mood is getting a bit down. Do some movement. I would advise yoga, because yoga is great at moving your mind from a negative mindset to a positive one. So do some yoga. If yoga is not practical or is not what you fancy at that particular moment in time, do something else. Go for a walk, go for a dance, do some movement. Do some journaling, especially if you find that that negative mood is kind of clogging your mind and stopping you from thinking of anything else. Do some journaling, empty your mind, put it all on paper. And then you can also definitely indulge in some self-care. Not so much indulging, it's not even selfish anymore. It's not selfish to look after yourself. It's so important. So put yourself on top of your priority list every day. Do something that makes you feel good. And then Hygge, beautiful little words from our Scandinavian cousins. And make your home into that lovely little cocoon that you enjoy, that makes you feel good, and that makes you feel more positive. So there we are for today. Those are my 5 tips on making yourself feel positive, making yourself feel good when maybe around you it's not exactly your season, or there are things that might be taking you down a little bit. So you can do it. We can all do it. We can all shift our mindset, make ourselves feel more positive. So these are 5 little tips which I hope are really going to help you. And then if you want more on that, changing your mindset, on improving your well-being, I am hosting a 5-day free challenge, which is going to be all about well-being, and specifically about shifting from an anxiety worry mindset, to a mindset of happiness and being able to enjoy yourself and to enjoy life. Because that's one of the things that I remember when I was struggling with anxiety, is that I would be there, everything would be great around me, but I could not enjoy it because I had that negative voice, that anxious voice at the back of my head. And that was horrible. And these 5 days are going to be all about yoga, relaxation. There's going to be a live coaching session on mindset, and all about releasing the anxiety and coming to a place where you can really enjoy life to the full. Okay, so there's the link on my bio on Instagram for that challenge if you want to already book your space. And on Facebook, I'm going to add the link. I'm going to make a post and pin it at the top of the page. So it's going to be the 5-day well-being challenge, and I really hope to see you there. So have a lovely day and see you next week. And don't forget, if you want more of this, sign up for the challenge. Link on my bio in Instagram or at the top of the Facebook page. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.